Ohinben Sports 84. Today I'm gonna list my top 5 favorite stroke top fighters in the world currently. Favorite stroke best fighters in the world currently. Even though you're my favorite fighters, they are still the best fighters as well in the world. According to how I view boxing and what I appreciate in boxing, their accomplishments in the ring, their strengths and weaknesses. So I'll start off with number 5. Number 5 would be Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is one of my favorite fighters. I like his style of fighting and his assuredness in the ring. He seems to have things under control every time he's in a fight. And he packs in a hell of a punch as well. But of late, he's really been letting me down with his antics, calling out fighters who are way up in the weight classes. His activities recently has made me realize this guy is probably in for the money. It's like he's on a mission of money grabbing. This guy is calling out waterweight fighters. He's not even calling out Miguel Cotto for a junior middleweight clash. When you have unfinished business in your weight class, you're not even fighting to be undisputed in your weight class. And you're calling out people way up. He's trying to cash in as much as possible. You already made a first cash in with Adrian Broner, and he's looking for more. So I'm not really happy with his antics of late. But he's still one of my favorite fighters, and he's at number 5 on my list. Number 4 is Guillermo Rigondeaux. He has a fight coming up with Lomachenko. That'll be a classic matchup between two technicians, 2 master boxers, 2 excellent fighters. This is a fight for the purists, those who are really into boxing, who appreciate the art of boxing. This is a fight for the purist. Rigondeaux has been putting up a bad load of splendid performances, but he doesn't seem to get the recognition he deserves. He seems to be... People don't seem to like his style of fighting and think he's a boring fighter. This is coming for casuals who don't really know what they are talking about, because they don't appreciate the true skill of a boxer, what a real boxer needs to be. All they want is an action-packed fight, people getting hit, getting knocked out. That's what they appreciate. So you can't really blame them that much, because that's their kind of entertainment. If you don't provide that, you are labeled as a boring fighter. But he's a top-class fighter, and I like his style. And he's at number 4. Number 3 is Keith Thurman. He's already wrestled 2 titles in the welterweight division, and I like his style of fighting. But what I don't like about Keith Thurman is he doesn't like fighting a lot. He fights too few times a year. He doesn't like getting the ring a lot of times. He fights once a year or twice, then he takes the year off. It's just not good enough. I don't see much of him. And that is what I don't like. Number 2 is Andre Ward. Andre Ward, there's not much to be said about him again. He's done everything expected of him. He's overcome all the obstacles people put in front of him, from how do you call it, super middleweight, and now he's at the light heavyweight division. He's dominated all the divisions he's been in at a higher weight class. That is a difficult thing to do. So his style of fighting is not the most attractive to the eye, but there's a method to his madness, and he keeps winning. He's a winner after all these years. And he also has some tricks of Keith Thurman in him. He doesn't like fighting multiple times in a year. Fights once or twice and takes the year off. So that is my qualms with Andre Ward. But that doesn't take away the fact that he's a top-notch fighter, one of the best of all time. Number one, if you're watching my videos for a while, you would know who my number one would be, even before I mention his name. Number one is Terence Crawford. I made a video a while back that this guy will eventually dominate the welterweight division. Will eventually be the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, because I think he's the best fighter in the world, hands down. Skill set, resume, style of fighting, everything. He checks the boxes with all these attributes. He checks the box with all these attitudes. When he gets into the ring, it doesn't matter the opposition. All he has to do is figure you out, and he gets you out of there, either by knockout or by dominating you for the entirety of the fight. The guy has really improved since his first fight. The first fight I saw Terence Crawford was Ricky Benz, when he went all the way to the UK to wrestle the title of Ricky Benz. That's when I knew this guy has a lot of has a lot of things to do in the future. He has a bright future. His assuredness in the ring and his ability to overcome any obstacles put in front of him. Any obstacles, even on enemy territory, he's able to rise above the storm and dominate. That thing is difficult to find in a boxer. So Terence Crawford will eventually reign in the welterweight division. I like Keith Thurman, but I don't think Keith Thurman can beat Terence Crawford. He's gonna beat Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, both of them. People seem to think it's an abomination even to say somebody will beat Errol Spence. I don't really see why this guy gets so much praise. I don't really see the sort of I don't really know what to say. I think people are overrating the Errol Spence guy. People are really overrating him. When you mention this guy's name, it's like people get in an uproar. They're upset. Why you think somebody will beat this guy? Whenever there's a a debate between Errol Spence and Crawford, you see a lot of comments. He would destroy Crawford. He would do this. He would knock him out. Errol Spence couldn't even knock Kell Brook out. Kell Brook has been compromised. Kell Brook was Oh, it was what? Kell Brook, who was compromised after moving up to middleweight to fight Triple G. Triple G messed Kell Brook up, and he was never the same fighter again. And even that, you couldn't knock this guy out. And there were points in the fight you were clinging on Kell Brook for dear life. Kell Brook was dominating this guy, outpointing him from the beginning of the fight till when he got a stoppage, because his face has been compromised and his face can't hold up anymore. Triple G has bust up his face, and now in any fight he gets in, his face just can't hold up and he caves in. That's how this guy got a victory. So people should really be cautious with the way they are rating this guy, because I don't think he's that fearful fighter people are making him out to be. And I don't think he's capable of beating Terence Crawford either. Crawford is a more skillful fighter, and he will find a way to beat him, even with the size. He will find a way to overcome, because he has done it before with Victor Prosto. People were saying this guy was huge and he will beat this guy. Even the Niggas was paying step aside money for this guy. People didn't want to fight this guy, and he made it easy. He made it look very easy. So if you need to know how Terence Crawford is going to act against a huge guy, that's a good reference. So these are my top fighters, top stroke favorite fighters in the world currently: Mikey Garcia, Regando, Keith Thurman, Andre Ward, and Terence Crawford, in that order. If you like the commentary, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for your time, and catch you in the next video. Bye for now.